Good morning students. It is video number 26 of class 8 chemistry. We will continue with chapter chemical reactions, lesson number 6. It is part 5 of this chapter. Now we will start with the classification. Classification of oxides. Oxides have been classified in many ways: neutral, acidic, basic and amphoteric. On the basis of their acid-base character, oxides are classified in 4. First, we will discuss neutral oxides. Neutral oxides, which are 4 in number, are neither acidic or not basic. They are basically H2O, what it is? Water, carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, nitric oxide. These two formula you have to learn and see the difference while writing the name of these two given neutral oxides. It is nitrous, it is nitric. Nitrous N2O, nitric NO. And these neutral oxide, they do not change the character of an acid or a base. Acidic oxides. Oxides of non-metal. Which one? Oxides of non-metals. They are basically acidic in nature. When these react with water, non-metal oxide, first it dissolve in it and form the acids. Acids mix in base, it neutralize it and form salts and water. Non-metal oxides, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, dinitrogen pentaoxide. These all are non-metal oxide. Carbon, sulfur, nitrogen. These elements are non-metals and they combine with oxygen to form oxides. When these non-metal oxide react with water, it dissolves inside it. When it dissolves, they form acid. When carbon dioxide mixes with water, which acid it forms? Carbonic acid. And sulfur dioxide when mixed with the water, it forms sulfurous acid. You can see SO3. When sulfur trioxide mixed with water, it forms sulfuric acid. See the difference? Then when dinitrogen pentaoxide mixed with water, it forms nitric acid, and we have to balance each equation we know. So for balancing this equation, we put 2 coefficient. A compound that is obtained by removing the elements of which elements? Water from an acid is called anhydride. It means that compound formed by removing water, that is a dry one, and we call that sort of compound as anhydride. And when we get that compound from acid, then we call that compound as anhydride of the acid. You can see this rough diagram. Carbonic acid, H2CO3. When from carbonic acid we remove water, which compound will left? Carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide is a non-metal oxide. It is anhydride of the acid. When you go through these reactions of non-metal oxide with water, acid formations are there. And when from these acid we remove water, then which sort of compound we will get after removing water? We call that sort of compound as our acid anhydride, like carbon dioxide, sulfur trioxide, dinitrogen pentaoxide. Then you can reverse it. You will find out oxides are acid anhydride when we remove water from the acid. We know blue litmus change into red when we put that litmus paper in the acidic solution. Similarly, in acidic oxides, when we put moisture in blue litmus means that litmus paper, we add some water over it. So that litmus paper change in form of red color. Instead of litmus paper, we can use litmus solution also. We can put drops of these acid, then we will get which color change of that solution. The color change of that solution become red. Reaction with bases. Carbon dioxide when react with sodium oxide, what it forms? Sodium carbonate. And when sulfur dioxide react with potassium hydroxide, it form potassium sulfite and water. First, we have discussed about non-metal oxides when react with water, they form the acid. Now, when non-metal oxide react with the bases, what they form? Salts. Basic oxides. These oxides of metals are generally basic and react with acid to form salt and water. They also react with acidic oxide to form salt. See this reaction, sodium oxide when react with acid. These are the bases, these are acids. When react together, they form salt and water. When sodium oxide react with sulfuric acid, which salt is formed? Sodium sulfate and water will form. Similarly, when magnesium oxide, metal oxide react with the acid, it form magnesium chloride and water. And when metallic oxide react with the non-metallic oxide, what it form? Salt. These non-metallic oxides are also known as acidic oxides. So in these two cases, you can find out water is also formed on the product side with the salt. Non-metal oxide or acidic oxides, when metal oxide react with them, it form only the salt. Clear? Basic oxide, it change red litmus to blue litmus. See this paragraph in which they specify some oxides like sodium oxide, which is freely soluble metal oxide, and calcium oxide, which is less soluble oxide, and magnesium oxide, which is slightly soluble oxide, turn moisture in red litmus to blue. But in case of copper oxide, it is not soluble, not change red litmus to blue. Even all these given four names are bases in nature. Amphoteric oxide. Now amphoteric oxide, these are such sort of oxide which behave like base in presence of an acid, and it behave like acid in presence of base. See some example they have given of oxides. Metal oxide like aluminium oxide, zinc oxide and lead oxide. These three are the metallic oxides which behave like amphoteric oxide. Examples they have given: zinc oxide, lead oxide. When these react with the acids, they behave like the base. And product side, we get salt and water. Zinc sulfate and water in case of zinc oxide when react with sulfuric acid, and when lead oxide react with nitric acid, it form lead nitrate and water. Now amphoteric nature. Now zinc oxide and lead oxide, they react with the bases, it act like the acid. Sodium hydroxide, both they react with it, they form sodium zincate. and water. Sodium zincate is the salt. Sodium plumbite is a salt and water will form. One activity they have given in your book, that they have taken zinc carbonate in a dry test tube about 3 to 5 gram. Now they heat it strongly on the flame till the white solid turn yellow. They heat it, then they cool the solid and it will turn again white. This color change can be observed again and again on heating and cooling. Special property of zinc oxide: on being strongly heated, it forms zinc carbonate, which decomposes into zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. We will divide zinc oxide in two parts. Add some dilute hydrochloric acid in one part. The solid quickly dissolve in it to form zinc sulfate, that is a soluble salt. Then we will add dilute sodium hydroxide solution in other part. Shake it well. We will get solid, that is sodium zincate. Similarly, instead of zinc carbonate, we will take lead carbonate. The residue is a yellow in color of lead oxide. Then yellow in hot as well as cold condition. In both the cases, the color of lead oxide remain the same. Similarly, we will divide lead oxide in two test tubes. In one test tube, we will add nitric acid. Then the yellow solid, it will dissolve inside it and we will get a colorless solution, that is lead nitrate. In case of acid, we will never use hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid in case of lead oxide, because if we put a hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid in lead oxide, we will get lead chloride or lead sulfate. So these two salts are insoluble. So we will never put these two acids, HCl or sulfuric acid, we will put nitric acid. Another thing, these are insoluble. So they will form crust over the solid lead oxide. And when it forms the crust, they stop the reaction of lead oxide. Now in other part of the test tube, we will put the same base, sodium hydroxide, and we will shake it well, but we will form colorless solution of sodium plumbite. We will form. All you have to practice reactions in your notebook. Thank you.